Hey Ronnie, you see this? Thank you. Can you lay down? Good boy. Hello and welcome to another episode of All Things Dogs and Cats. And maybe more. I am sitting here with the lovely Miss Kitty. Come here, Miss Kitty. Say hi. I will be talking about dogs and dog training. Specifically training techniques such as positive reinforcement and punishment. So positive reinforcement techniques seem to be the best way to approach training. Personally, I prefer positive reinforcement training, and there are many who agree. Whether or not punishment is an effective way of training dogs is pretty controversial. It has been found in several studies that punishment leads to stress in dogs, and it can lead to undesirable behaviors and aggression. Some studies have found that dogs who are rewarded tend to learn quicker. From personal experience, although I wish that I didn't have this experience, when it comes to, I know dogs and cats are different, but I've seen when it comes to my cat, when my mom would try to punish him, like by yelling at him, he would kind of just get scared, but it wouldn't deter the behavior. It would just make it to where he was scared of her and he would just kind of run away from her, but he would just keep doing those behaviors that were undesirable. So based on my cat, I've never really used punishment with any of my animals. I'm pretty sure I've seen and heard of a lot of people that do, and I personally don't agree that that is the best method. One study tested positive against negative reinforcement, and they found that positive reinforcement was actually less stressful for the dog, and those dogs that had the positive reinforcement, which is reward-based, those dogs were actually more attentive than the other group with the negative reinforcement. Another study looked at 3 different types of rewards, which were praise, food, and stroking. And it was found that earlier in the training, it seemed that food seemed to be like the faster way to help them learn. And I feel like I can relate to this because I feel like anytime that I use food for my dog to do anything, he will do it in a heartbeat. So I found it very interesting to read about that. I know my dog doesn't like to stop getting rubbed, but more than anything, he loves food. So who doesn't, right? Another study links pet behavior with their training history and how their owner behaves towards them. And I think that's Another study links the training history of dogs with their ability to complete a new task or new training, and it also looks at the attitudes of pet parents. So it was found that the pets who had been trained by owners who were more patient and used more positive reinforcement, they were able to learn new tasks quicker, and they were more social, like they were more likely to be able to interact with the stranger or a new dog. Dogs that were found to have been trained with more of a punishment approach, they were less playful than the other dogs, and they were less likely to go up to a stranger. So what they concluded basically was that it seems like positive reinforcement or reward-based training actually helps pups learn. It makes them better learners and more playful. I think even as humans, we prefer positive reinforcement and rewards as opposed to punishment. So I don't see why dogs would be any different if they're family. But that's just an opinion. Just strengthened my support for positive reinforcement. I think that it is definitely important to train your puppy at an early age, and to do so in a way that is fun for them. I think that would be the best way to get your puppy to actually be happy and playful. It just makes sense to me, because it just seems like dogs that have been punished physically, or even dogs that get yelled at, just any kind of punishment, seems to me like they are scared, like a lot of the time. And I have found that a lot of dogs like that are aggressive, but there are some dogs that are just like extremely scared. So it's kind of really sad to see that. So, be kind to your pups. I am definitely one to believe that we don't deserve dogs. They are so good. They have such a good heart. They're so loyal. And we need to treat them the best that we can while they are here, because they are little angels that fill our life with joy, and they love us. They have so much room in their heart for us. So we should do the same and try to give them the best life that we can, because their lives are so much shorter than ours, and they just come into our lives to brighten them up. I know my dog has saved my life on certain occasions, and I personally want to give him the best life that I can. Let me know in the comments what topics interest you, if there's any specific behavior you want me to look at, or just anything, any other animals you would like me to talk about. Let me know in the comments and give my video a like, please.